All right, guys. Whatever be the case, the World Cup is still ongoing, and it seems Charlatan things are very serious. The likes of Morocco from Africa, bro. Trust me. If I said Morocco, but it's Morocco because they are the African best, and no matter what you do, bro, they have grown in the game. They have learned a lot. They have really prepared themselves for the particular World Cup. In fact, 2022 World Cup was like a rehearsal for them, so they really means business in the particular one. You see, their game against Brazil, bro. If it happened to be any normal opponent, bro, Brazil would have scored them like at least 2 goals to one or like three. They could have scored them more. But you see, these Moroccans came into the game end. They came with a proper plan. Like you could clearly see that like they were not afraid of the Brazilians. They didn't care about who Brazil are. Fine, you can beat that Brazil, Charlie. But for us in this particular game, bro, it's all about performance. And they really put in their performance. They really put in their work. And at the end of the day, bro, they had 1 point against Brazil, which is very good. Fine. In their group, it seems Scotland were able to score Haiti 1 goal to nil. So as it stands, Scotland is leading. But trust me, if you manage to get a draw against Brazil, bro, as a Morocco, trust me, it's a plus for you. And I think the particular World Cup is going to be very, very interesting and very good for the Moroccan team. They will do well. Trust me, they are going to do well. If I see people predicting that the best performer from Africa is probably going to be Ivory Coast, I was like, yo, what do people think? Because this Moroccan team are very serious. You could clearly see that from the previous World Cup to the AFCON to the particular World Cup. Bro, trust me, they have been performing, and you could clearly see that, like I said, bro, in their performance, they are not afraid of anything. Like they were not afraid of the Brazilian national team. They were playing them as if, bro, they are just ordinary national team they were playing against. But trust me, they really put in their work, and I must commend the kudos to the Charlie. The performance they put in yesterday against Brazil, bro, it was top notch. It was top notch, Charlie. Yes, striker, what is the name? Ismail Shabai, bro. Fantastic performance at the end of the day. He really performed, and look at that particular goal, like this particular goal from him, bro, against Gabriel and Marquinhos. So far, the best centre backs in the game, according to the previous Champions League that happened, bro. They're the best centre backs in the game, and look at how he was able to manage and have his way through the particular guys, bro. Just one control. He took them both off the game, and against Alisson Becker, that top not goalkeeper, he was able to, bro, find a very good angle of the goal, Charlie. Not just scoring, but chipping the goal. Charlie, it was just fantastic, Charlie. That was a nice try for him. And look at the pass from Brahim Diaz, bro. Brahim Diaz has always been Brahim Diaz after joining the Moroccan national team, bro. It has always been him. Look at that technique and that pass. Look at the players surrounding him, bro. He was surrounded by Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and Lucas Paqueta, bro. This kind of player, he was surrounded by these players, bro. But he was able to find his way and deliver the ball to Ismail Chabari, bro. Fantastic player. Fantastic play from the Moroccan national team. And to me, the boys we should comment in the particular game were these two guys. Like these two guys. That the double pivot Moroccans play, bro. That happens to be my guy, bro. What's the name? Ayobi Buendi. Charlie, he was my man of the match yesterday. And I was calling him Pedri for the Moroccan, like Moroccan's Pedri. I was calling him that name. He was my man of the match alongside the 24-year-old boy, Ismail a fantastic player. That guy from Roma. Charlie, they were just fantastic yesterday. Fantastic. And like their centre back, their backline was solid. It was very, very solid. Charlie, for Ashraf Hakimi, we cannot talk about his ability. We are not going to talk about him because we know who Ashraf Hakimi is, and we know who he's been for the past so many years, bro. He has been consistent and top-notch performance always. He always upgrades performance. So we're not going to discuss him. That's why we also what your man did at Man United just ended season. We're not going to discuss them. But that centre back, bro, Chad Wright, Chad Wright had a fantastic performance. You know, as for Crystal Palace, bro, you cannot see him like that, bro. He does not always even get the opportunity to play like that. But for the Moroccan, but trust me, he really put in the work. And he just 28 years, 22 years, right? He just 22 years. And look at the performance he put in, bro, against Vinicius, against Rafinha, against Igor Thiago. Fine, Igor Thiago, you talk about him, but bro, we're not here to discuss him. That particular guy was just some way for Brazil. And I think in that particular game, it was the reason why maybe fine Morocco was the better side in the game, but it was part of Brazilian national team. They are playing yesterday night. It was part of it because like come on, Thiago, you are playing for Brazil. Come on, we discuss him, but let's focus on the Moroccan assistant. Like I said, bro, the performance from the guys were very fantastic. They were just fantastic. And like I said, the new Pedri from Morocco was my guy. He just 18 years. You remember the particular guy? I think December 2025. Remember Nobody showing interest in particular guy. He played for Le Metropole. Nobody showing interest in him. At that time, he was just 17 years and some days. And they show interest in him that actually he could be the future of the game. He could be the next like Tony Cruz for them, next Cambodia for them, you understand? So there was interest or there was some conversation around him, but we didn't hear anything again. But looking at the performance and watching the guy play this kind of performance, his vision, his technique, but his ability, come on, bro. The guy was just fantastic yesterday. He was just fantastic. And I think he's going to have a very good World Cup. Trust me, he's going to have a very good World Cup. And I will be surprised after the particular World Cup, different team or like some big team might sign him from Lille. Because the performance we all saw yesterday, he was literally everywhere on the pitch, bro. Everywhere on the pitch. He was just like dominating, bro. Ah, come on. When you give the ball to him, like, look at his ability. He's very calm with the ball, bro. Charlie, he was just fantastic. Ayob, and I was just fantastic. No. Bodi rather. Bodi. But the other guy was annoying. He was so fantastic. But bro, trust me, yesterday, come on, come on. He was just fantastic. And I think, bro, we are going to witness a very good Moroccan side, bro. Trust me, we are going to watch a very good Moroccan side. Having draw against Brazil, bro, the top team, one of the best teams in the game, one of the difficult opponents to when it comes to group stages in the World Cup, and you were able to manage them. You got to a time like the Moroccans were fighting, they were showing more they were showing more signs that they were going to win, or they need that particular point even than Brazil. You understand? Fine. For the side of Brazil, bro, trust me, you can have everything that they had. You can have everything. But it seems, and one thing about Carlo Ancelotti, I don't know what is wrong with him. I think you could clearly see that he really tried the first 11, especially the attack. He really tried them. So he was like, whatever happens, he will go to be there. Go to a time, Vinicius Junior after the first start. Like, he had a very fantastic first half. And the early stages of the second half to 70 something minutes, he was very fantastic in the game. So I wasn't surprised he was named man of the match. But personally, my man of the match was Buendia, bro. But he really deserved it because if you look at the kind of performance he put in the first 70 minutes of the game, it was fantastic. But I got to a time, you could clearly see that Vinicius was tired. So I was hoping Carlo Ancelotti could have made at least some change to bring any different player, maybe like Hendrick or other player. But it was like it was clear that it was Vinicius Junior and he's the main man. Like I think he's the one they are focusing on. So trust me, maybe can get things better for them. But I think they need work on the attack, especially the number 9 position we're on. You see, Igo Thiago started the game, bro, and your man was just terrible. He was just playing terrible, like nothing was happening for him. Fine, Matheus Cunha came in late, but it seems Cunha even put in more effort than Igo Thiago. And one thing about Cunha also, I don't know whether it was the decision by the coach. I don't know. He came as a number 9, but you could clearly see that in the game, he wasn't operating as a number 9. He was just operating behind the striker. And I think Rafinha went further. He went forward ahead of Matheus Cunha. So Matheus Cunha was playing behind. And we all know Rafinha was just some way. And I didn't understand until I checked and I see he was playing alongside the midfield 4 in the game. So he was just traveling forward to Italy, have some runs. And I think the Brazilian national team, they have a lot of job to do, bro. This was Moroccan national team. You cannot underrate the performance they put in. You cannot underestimate their performance because they are semi-finalists of the previous World Cup. So based on the previous record, they are better than Brazil. Trust me. But it seems the Brazilians, I don't think they are just ready. I was surprised after the game. Some of the fans were just posting about the fact that João Pedro was missed in the game. Fine, they could be right, but football is football. So the fact that Roman didn't go as a stand, their focus should be those in the game or those there. And you could clearly see, like I said, the number 9 rule for Brazil it could affect them. It could affect them in particular worker, trust me. It could affect them, trust me. So they are going to have very nice performance and very beautiful football, especially for me as a football fan, bro. I really enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed the game. You see, after that hydration break, the Brazilian came with a plan. They were doing everything to make things better for themselves. But right after that, I think some few minutes later, bro, the Moroccans took over and it was proper ball from Morocco, bro. They were proper ball from Morocco. So we are going to have a very beautiful football, like especially from the particular teams. Moroccans, Argentina, Spanish, Germany. We're going to have a very, very good team because trust me, Morocco, you cannot underrate them. And I see them progressing. I see them going forward. Trust me, they will do better. They are going to do well in a particular World Cup. There's nothing you can do about it. Morocco is going to do well. Because if you watch their game yesterday, bro, it was totally pure. Actually, these guys are ready. They are ready. And you could see the passion in their game. They were just fantastic. they were just fantastic in the game. And kudos to the Brazil and their left wing, Charlie. Douglas Santos. He was so super yesterday. I think among the Brazilians, he was like he just put in the work. He was just fantastic. He was just fantastic. I think one of the few Brazilians who really performed to to my expectation. In fact, he even performed beyond my expectation, Charlie. Because coming from Zenit and Petersburg, I wasn't expecting him to have that particular abilities and quality, but it seems though he really meant business and he came for business. He really tried for Brazil, but it seems Brazil they have a lot of job to do. Carlo, you have a lot of job to do, especially in your attacking role. For the defense, I can clearly tell you that they have no issues in their defense. There's no problem for their defense. The defense is very solid. But for the attack, it seems you might need to work on some things over there. I don't know what you people think. You can drop your thoughts in the comment section. And the other surprising result that just happened this morning was Australia scoring, taking 2 goals to nil. Bro, I was surprised. I didn't know how Australia were going to do it. Bro, trust me, Turkey have quality, bro. They have quality in their team. Bro, Biniti as Mas, Adagula, Chanoglu. Bro, they have a lot of qualities. They have quality that you cannot undermine. And I didn't know what happened, bro. I don't understand. I think Turkey just needs to rise up and tell beef up their game because the particular World Cup we are not going to play. It's going to be very, very interesting and a lot of games, a lot of surprising results will be happening. But bro, Turkey, if you want to go further, you want to do well, bro, you just need to avoid some defeat and do well in some matches, bro. The World Cup continues today, Charlie. I'm going to have a lot of interesting performance tonight, Charlie. Today, one of our African giants will be playing, which is Cote d'Ivoire. They will be playing against Ecuador, and I think we are going to witness a great game over there as well. It will be very interesting, very, very interesting because the Ivorian, people really believe in the Ivorian to the point that they don't even recognize Morocco anymore. But trust me, I think they can also do better. If you look at where they're coming from and the kind of players they have so far, I think they can also do well. The World Cup is going to be very interesting. It's just going to be very interesting. So here's Boni Sports. Guys, do go and subscribe to the channel, hit notification bell, select all to be the first person to watch on this video. See you in the next video. I'm out.
Boni Sports Beat.